I hear theme music, which means we must be live. Lou's warming up with his coffee. I'm warm here in somewhat sunny 60-degree Arizona weather up in the mountains. Lou, how you doing? Very cool. We're going to get started with our Hearts theme here on episode 24 of Under the Influence, which always makes me wonder what's really in Lou's coffee mug. But anyway, what we do on this show is we pick a theme each month, and at the end of the show, Lou will read off the next themes coming up for the next months. But being February, Valentine's Day just passed. It's kind of a lovey sort of weekend. Our theme on this episode, as it says right there in the player, is Hearts. My third song did not. We each pick 3 songs that we show clips of and explain why is that an influence to us. And my third song doesn't have audio, so I probably won't play that one. Or maybe that'd be the best one, Lou. I don't know. But I'll do 2 of mine. Lou's got 3. Lou, you're up first. Which one should we play first for everybody?
All right. Yeah. So this is, it's always fun, going with the themes when we get these and, have to go look some things up. When we're talking about it, sometimes you get a theme, things just pop you right into your head. Sometimes, right. Got to go doing a little search. And there was a whole bunch, that popped right into my head. And then, it's like, and then the flood came in. There's so many. But what I like to try and do too is, getting some different ones or featuring something that's, a little different. But one of the first ones that came to mind, because it's such a fun drum part, was Piece of My Heart. Janis Joplin, was it Dave Getz on drums for that original version there. And, the song's so well known for Janis's vocal because such power. But you really listen back, or, I got chances to play that with bands and when, researching the track a little bit and like, wow, man, Dave's really having a lot of fun back there. There's some really great, jamming drum parts in that song. So that's what I figured would be a good one to kick off the Hearts episode.
Nice. And when did that come out? Like 67 or 8 or something?
I want to say 67. I may be wrong on that, but I think it's 67.
Okay, cool. Here is Lou with Janis, and Dave Getz on drums originally. Oh, what's so cool about that song, and you nailed this most important part, is it's got a great groove, but the dynamics are all over the place, which is always fun, I think, for a drummer, rather than just smashing away the whole time, which is also fun.
Yeah.
But that's got a lot of nice roller coaster type of dynamics in it.
Oh yeah, really fun one. Thank you. Yeah, that was always a blast to play that one.
Cool. Mine is from the album by Yes, 90125. And this is actually on the Talk tour. They are playing the song Hearts. And this song has such a neat groove to it by Alan White. So that's the one I'm going to play of mine first. And I'll just jump into it. I did not realize my volume was so low. Wow.
Oh, that's super. Well, I heard it well here. That sounded good. A nice take on that one too.
Thanks. Thanks. I really, that's my favorite song on that album. Well, that tied with Changes. I love Changes. Changes is a
There's
great song as well. Yeah.
highlights on that album. It's hard. It's hard to pick like a best song sometimes. Like some days I might pick one, and in other days I might pick another. And depends on my mood. Hey,
Exactly.
question. Is this the first Under the Influence where you were using the red kit?
Let's see. Episode 23 was.
Did you have it set for the last episode?
Yeah, I don't remember. You might be right.
It just kind of stood out to me today. Like, ooh, look, the red kit.
Yeah. I've got still a couple of the blue drums. Let's just take a quick peek. So the biggest floor tom is blue, and the two smallest toms are blue, but the nucleus is the red kit. Yeah. Yeah, I think it might be. Yeah. And by the way, folks, this month, February, is For the Love of Neil. We have the Neil Peart drumming challenge going on in our membership site. And later today, this is my first time drumming in actually exactly last night, 2 weeks ago, is when I got sick. I played a gig, came home with a chest cold, and I was sick until like this past Wednesday. This is Sundays we're broadcasting. I haven't played since then. I just sat down and did these. So I'm finally going to record like 2 or 4 Rush songs as inspiration for people in our tribute to Neil Peart. We've already got a bunch of submissions, but I think I'm going to crank out La Villa Strangiato and maybe YYZ or something like that, because they sing those two the best.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I didn't even realize that. I'm not sure it was set up last time or not.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was. I mean, I know we've been talking about it, but I don't remember if it was on the clips in last episode.
Yeah, and the clip was so quiet. I don't even know how well you can hear how they sound, but they do sound great in person. They sound good. My friend Daniel Boggs, I'm fostering his amazing Neil Peart red kit, Tama kit. Yeah. So what's next for you, Lou, Under the Influence in the Hearts theme in honor of Valentine's Day weekend?
Yeah, this one, I don't believe, I took a quick glance through, and I don't believe we've ever featured this drummer, and he's one of my favorites, and this is easily one of my favorite bands. If I had like your 5 bands on a desert island list, these guys would probably be easily in that top 5, would be Living Color and Will Calhoun.
Nice.
Broken Hearts from the debut album, with such a not like a crazy all over the place kind of song, which some of Will's and Living Color's stuff can surely feature. This is more all about the groove, and what a great song, and Corey's vocals and that bass line. But yeah, this was a fun one to play along to, and found a really good bootleg of them performing this one.
And one of the few drummers, to my recollection, that often plays a yellow kit.
Yes.
Right? You got Bill Bruford had a yellow kit for a while. Dennis Chambers, Lars, Will. That's mostly the drummers that seem to almost always or frequently have a yellow kit. So here we go. Yeah, nice. Nice. I remember when that album came out. And is this your first episode featuring that smallest Tom with the silver dot? I think it is.
Um, yeah. Oh no, it's a second because they did have it for some of the Phil episodes to get the concert Tom thing going. But
Okay.
that thank you for mentioning that. And funny thing that speaking of the silver dot Tom, that one since recording those the other day, that one has spawned into a smaller one. So there are now two of them.
Oh, I can't wait. I
So
love it. Yeah.
next episode there'll be two of those, right?
Nice. So I'm going to show that clip, part of it, just so that everyone has context for my next question. So look at Lou's throne, and then I have a question for Lou. Check it out. So my question is, it's clearly a cylindrical acrylic from the guys at RCI, right? It's also the moon dust finish, the throat. Okay. Does the top come off or is it hinged?
Yeah, it is a traditional canister throne. The RCI makes them traditional setup that you would expect from like your classics from the 60s and the 70s, except in their acrylic color selection.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna Lou is about to be voluntold for a Drum Talk TV concert. Okay, contest. So Lou, we'll reimburse you. Go buy a whole bunch of jelly beans or M&Ms or Snickers bars or something, and fill it up, and we'll have our fans guess how many of whatever it is are in there, and whoever wins gets a 1 year free membership to Drum Talk TV Brilliance and a t-shirt and something else. We'll think of it, and you get to pick what goes inside. Okay.
I love it. I love it. I have two different sizes too. I have the moon dust one because the bass drums are 24s, so that one's smaller.
So you got a shorter one for the other kit.
I have a green one that's a little shorter.
Oh, wow.
So
Ooh,
two different sizes.
interesting. Well, you pick which one, and we'll plan that out a little more. But I think that'd be fun. That'd be great. Cool. My next one is not my best rendition of playing this, but I love this. Is my favorite part of Heart of the Sunrise. Now, Heart of the Sunrise, of course, originally from the Yes album Fragile, recorded by Bill Bruford on drums, but this is live with Alan White playing. And I love this section from the 1978 Tormato tour. And it was their second song that they played on that tour and the following tour, and many other tours that they opened with Siberian Khatru and then went into Heart of the Sunrise. So here we go. Here it is. Wait, the volume's really low, folks. Turn it up so you can really hear me flail around. I'm noticing I'm playing with my glasses on. I never play with my glasses on. That's weird. Do you play with glasses on? I don't remember. You do?
Yeah, I've done that on a couple. I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I forgot.
Yeah, I could see without them, like well enough to play drums anyway. I don't know why I had them on. That's funny.
Sounded great, man. And one of my favorite Yes songs. I like that's. Oh, you picked the easy part of the song to play, huh?
Right after not playing for 2 weeks. What an idiot, right? That song, I might embarrass our producer, and he's rolling his eyes as I'm saying this. That song's very special to me because when Stephen was an infant, our producer, Stephen Shinder, when we're related, when he was an infant, I used to rock him to sleep singing that song from beginning to end. So that song just has, I always think back when, like, he's 6 feet now. I don't think I could do that, but it brings me back to when he was right here. Our youngest of a blended, my youngest and our youngest of a blended family of 11 kids. So thanks, Stephen, for all the great times with Heart of the Sunrise. Lou's next one is...
So this one, I saved this one for last. And this actually, kind of ties into the episode and Drum Talk in a number of levels, actually. So, many of you guys know I work with Limelight, the Rush Tribute. My buddies and I have been doing this. We're in our 24th year.
That's crazy.
So this, having to use the proper music to be able to put here on the show as well. Shout out to my buds in Limelight. They're going to be my backing track on this next one.
That's fitting since they are your backing band.
So they're the track that I have for this next one, Closer to the Heart. And, we also, like, as Dan mentioned, we have the Neil challenge going, and I have my, playing along with Best I Can on the inspiration page. Cause I was just like I chose that one because Limelight was going to be covering that. B, great fun song, and it's a neat early Neil track, which ties into his Keith Moon influence as well, which was also Neil and Keith Moon are, my two big, drum heroes. So I thought the Best I Can song would be a fun selection on that one. But yeah, back to this here, Closer to the Heart, featuring Neil with my friends in Limelight backing me up on this one.
Awesome. Here we go.
Closer to the heart.
Nice. Nailed it. I don't think they've ever not played that in concert since it came out, to my recollection.
That's a good one. I know there's some friends of mine who if you guys are listening, you guys heard of this one.
Yeah, same. Rick Zaccaro, if you're watching, confirm or deny that. To my knowledge, it's been on every tour. I think I'm like rewinding in my head. I saw almost every tour since Hemispheres was my first. But yeah, and that's very fitting because again, it is our Neil Peart drumming challenge in the Drum Talk TV Brilliance site. You don't need to be a paid member to participate. However, as a free level member, you get to submit 2 songs. As a premium member, you can submit as many as you want. And this weekend through Monday the 17th, 11:59 Pacific time through 11:59 p.m. Pacific time, Monday the 17th. You can get in for $4 a month. What? That's insane. I'm whispering so my wife doesn't hit me over the head with her marble rolling pin, which she actually has a marble rolling pin. $4 a month. So for less than a freaking combo meal at any fast food restaurant, you become part of the premium membership at Drum Talk TV Brilliance. Neil Peart is, and there's already some really good stuff in there. Really exciting. And this month, very fitting, is the 44th anniversary of Moving Pictures coming out and the 50th anniversary of Fly By Night.
Yeah.
How bizarre is that?
Oh, and another funny tie-in to Best I Can being a featured song.
Exactly. And the first of the rest of the Rush covers done by Hugh Syme, and a really beautiful cover. I just love that album cover. It's one of my favorites.
Right. Yeah, great stuff. And you know that Brilliance membership is way healthier for you than that combo meal.
Thank you very much. It is. As my grandson Tyson would show off. There you go. All right. Thanks, folks, for joining Lou and myself. But Lou, tell them, what do you have the themes handy that are coming up for the next few months?
I do. How many do we want to give away? I have like 5 or 6 at least in front of me.
Let's do that. Give away all 5 or 6 in front of you.
So yeah, so on the next couple, we got some fun ideas coming up. So next month, St. Patrick's Day, right? So next month we have an Irish theme for March. And then April, we're kicking into the spring. So it'll be a spring theme for April. And May, we have Mother's Day. So Mom is going to be the theme for May. June, Father's Day or Dad's. And Independence or summer, we're still, we haven't decided 100% on that one for July. And then August will be heat.
At least in the Northern Hemisphere, it's typically hot in August.
Oh, and also too, sorry, I almost forgot one. And then to kind of go back to school in September.
Yeah.
School theme for September coming up. So that'll get us all the way, holy smokes, to the start of the fall.
Which doesn't sound that far away. Can you believe we're looking at March in a couple weeks? That's just crazy. How did that happen?
Quick and good.
Time warp. Cool. Thanks everybody so much for joining Lou Caldarola and myself here on Drum Talk TV's original series Under the Influence on a Sunday or whatever day you're watching the archive. And thanks for being part of what we do. And we'll be back next month with, like Lou said, a theme for St. Patrick's Day. Thanks everyone.